elephant trap can be set up in the Queen's Gambit declined variation. Therefore, the move starts with d4, black plays d5, and now white plays c4, the Queen's Gambit, and now here black will not accept this pawn but will instead play e6, protecting this pawn over here as well as declining the gambit. White now increases the pressure on d5 pawn and plays knight to c3. Notice how two of white's pieces are attacking this d5 pawn. Therefore, to strengthen the protection of the d5 pawn, black plays knight to f6. And now three of black's pieces are protecting this d5 pawn. But here white tries to weaken the protection of this d5 pawn by playing bishop to g5, pinning the knight to the black's queen. And here black can play c6 to add protection to this d5 pawn. But since we want to set up the elephant trap, we are gonna play knight b2 d7. Before showing you this trap, I want to point out to one mistake that most of the beginners do in this situation. Because this white's bishop has entered black's territory and has pinned black's knight to his queen, a lot of players are tempted to play a move like h6. And this move looks completely normal because it is attacking this bishop over here and asking him to retreat back. But if you play h6 over here, then black would lose the d5 pawn for free. How? Because white can now capture this knight over here. Black has two options. Either it can capture this bishop by his g-pawn or by his queen. If he captures back with his g-pawn, then black would have to deal with double pawns in his territory, which would be a major weakness in the game. And also, he would not be able to castle king side because this g file would be open, so therefore he would be forced to castle queen side, but that would also not be a safe option because white can capture this pawn and open this c file over here, or it can advance this pawn further and attack on the queen side by advancing all these other pawns on the queen side. So therefore capturing back with the g pawn doesn't look right. So black is now forced to capture back with his queen. But now this move immediately loses a pawn because white will now capture this d5 pawn, black will capture back with his pawn, and now black has lost a pawn for nothing. And now white has gained a pawn for free with a tempo gaining move because now this knight is attacking the queen as well as threatening to capture this undefended c7 pawn with a fork on the king and the rook. So let's go back a few moves. So therefore h6 is a move that you should totally avoid playing in this situation. And now because we want to set up the elephant trap for white, we are going to play knight b2 d7. The idea here is that we are going to give protection to this knight with our other knight over here, but at the same time we are luring white to capture this d5 pawn over here because now our queen, which was earlier defending this pawn, is now not able to defend it because she's been blocked by the knight over here. So white will obviously capture this pawn with his pawn over here. And what you do now? Well, nothing, you capture back with your pawn. And now because this knight is pinned over here to our queen, white will be tempted to take this free pawn over here. And if he does, then congratulations, your opponent has fallen for the elephant trap because now you are going to shock your opponent with the move knight into d5, offering white your most valuable piece, your queen. If white takes, then you're going to give a deadly check to the white's king with bishop b4. Notice how the white's king is trapped over here and he has only one legal move to get out of this check, and that is blocking this check with his queen. So white would have to play queen to d2, and now black will regain his queen with a check. White captures, and now black can capture this bishop, and now after all that pieces are gone, black has benefited from this elephant trap in two ways. First, he is up in material because white has an extra pawn but black has an extra piece over here, so he is up in material. And secondly, all of black pieces are more active as compared to white's. So black is ahead in development, and these two advantages gives black a winning position in the game. And today's question is, should black play h6 over here? Comment with a yes or a no, Also, do not forget to check the membership program of this channel. Then like this video and subscribe to my channel to learn more such chess traps.